Hi folks, Bailey here, and Survival Ridge in the woods. Beautiful, nice bit of woodland here. I'm in a hammock, very low to the ground, because I'm ghillied up and I'm working on some ghillie stuff. If you can see that, I've got what's left of what I brought down with me, because I've been here a while. One of these for poking holes and pulling stuff through, you can see that. Various pieces of coloured string, wool actually, some of this, and some twine which I can break up, and Top's knife which fits into the sheath there, which is with my Top's unglass. This is the kangaroo. If you can focus on that. Yeah, very good knife. A nice combination with the two. Just screwed it on and taped it on, and it's fine. This is the third attempt, because using the tablet, when I turn the tablet round, I keep stopping the camera. Putting my finger over the lens, which is not central. So this is a hazard for chest rig I'm working on at the moment as well. I've got lots of projects when it comes to this. Pull it back. Standard. It's not a chest rig, it's a chest pouch, if you will. Straps connecting top and bottom to the clips here. At the moment, this has got a map case. It is a map case, so it's got a couple of local maps and Barney National Park map and a few odds and sods. It's not full because I'm working on it, so didn't want to carry loads of survivally type stuff here while I was carrying other things. I have a cache bucket here. If we can zoom back a bit with that. So that's camouflaged up primarily for the carriage of it while I move here discreetly. So it's full of food, vacuum sealed, a few tin cans, a few freeze dried, and other buckets in this location have cooking implements in, and cooking gels and hexi blocks and all sorts of nice goodies that you don't want to be stuck and having to carry if you go to your bug out location. Which in 30 years plus of being a prepper, this is one of the closest we've been to shit hits the fan, SHITF scenario, because we're under lockdown from the coronavirus. The shop's closed, the Irish Prepper and Bushcraft store is closed. I'm taking phone orders. I've got my phone with me at the moment, in fact. So I'll come into town if I have to. If somebody's desperate or somebody wants to spend lots of money. Otherwise, it's holiday time. Thoroughly enjoying a time off and not feeling guilty. I should be working today and instead working on other things. Much better. Yeah, so that's our situation in Ireland. We've got quite a few deaths over here now. It's an interesting situation to be in. The whole world's in it as well, to a large degree. So who knows what's going to happen. Ghillie hammock, I've been working on this. Not done a great deal on it, just because it's difficult to work on, but primarily just changing the shape and adding a few bits. I don't want to make it too bulky, and being quite holy and me being ghillied up anyway, it kind of disappears. Working on ghillie gloves, just done these, an old pair of hunting style gloves, so adding a few bits. My primary concern at the moment is having to literally disappear away from society completely. Miss Survival Ridge and the kids. know the situation, have been prepping themselves to a degree. There's loads of food in the farmhouse, but one has to think of oneself to a small degree as well. And if they're doing mandatory vaccinations, for example, which may well come, it ain't going to happen to me, and I ain't going to be there. Simple as that. So I'm taking extra precautions, always prepared, but taking extra precautions as well. Thus the extra cash buckets every time I come down, every time I go up, every time I go across to the varying locations. I take something with me. This is by far my favourite because it's the most isolated, and nobody comes here at all. It isn't farmed, if you will, although cows have made their way through here. But I've found deer spoor yesterday, and that's interesting, to say the least. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, thoroughly enjoying being off, and Irish spring has totally fully sprung, so the bluebells are out, the skies are blue, no chemtrails anywhere for the last few days, which is fabulous. Chemtrail free area. Hopefully the whole country's chemtrail free. On a conservation note, I did see that Italy and China were both massively coming down in their pollution levels, which is done by satellites and jiggery-pokery and computers and things. It was interesting to see that pollution levels had massively dropped. They're probably happening all over the world, which is fabulous. And what did I see in Italy? The fish had come back into the canals, which were really filthy with all the motorboats, and the fish had come back into the canals. Really good stuff. Most impressed. Yeah, haven't been doing many videos recently, as you're well aware. Kind of OPSEC, if you will, as well. But so many people are getting a bit upset about this virus, and seeing I'm supposed to be a survival channel, I thought I'd better do something on survival, and the best options I can tell you really is prepare for what anything may come. Now we don't know, we could have martial law in some respects. England's on full shutdown. People are going crazy already, so imagine what it's going to be like in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. I hope you're all prepared. If I were you, I'd have places to go, to run away to. Get out into the woods, folks. You can hunt and fish. I can here in this location and most of my other ones, to be honest, because I'm not too far away from good lakes and good rivers. But it's advisable to work on your ghillie-flage. Make sure that you can blend. I'm working on mine all the time. Working on a new ghillie suit very soon. This is a ghillie veil, and my camelback is now ghillied completely, so it acts as though it's an extension of my veil, which only comes down over my shoulders, breaking up the silhouette. Do what you can, folks. Times are changing, times are getting exciting. Stay safe, and don't forget to stay prepared. Stay prepared, Bailey.